Hi there, welcome back to Number One Geek. It is I, Saz, and we're back with some more Kenshi. So we've been doing really well so far. We've managed to get 2 buildings built. So we've got this kind of like main area building, which if we look on the top floor, we're starting to try build some beds, and we'll get things working with that, with some roofing put up there. And this building here, we're going to turn this into kind of like a training and manufacturing area. So any sort of items that need building. Now the nice thing is that these 2 buildings are really close to the bar where we need to sell stuff. So if I bring Mitsubishi in here, what I found is that if you have some people there, oh yeah, we've also increased our research as well, and we've got areas for storage for raw iron and copper. Now let me just get on to this point first before we let me have a quick chat with this guy, see if he's got any fabrics. Okay, well, he's got loads of building materials. I think we'll grab some of these, all of them in fact, and yeah, it doesn't have any fabric, so we may need to go out and get some fabric. It's got leather, but just not fabrics. Now, the downside to this, the way that I'm doing this game, is that I can't grow anything because this is a public area. So I don't have any sort of ground to make stuff. So I'm going to have to buy all my stuff from other places. But in the end, what we've done is we've got these copper and raw iron storages, and we have 2 little sections over here. Now if I Toyota's having a rest, so if I stick the jobs back on, where's Hobbs? There he is. You'll see that all the characters are now moving over to their particular section, and now they'll start mining stuff, and as soon as it's filled they'll actually move them to the area. So we've kind of really got ourselves a mining process sorted now, an automatic mining process, where I could effectively leave these guys to do it and they'll just keep on making money for the group. The only issue is at the moment is our group is a little bit weak on the fighting aspect, and some of them don't even have armors and stuff. I see Griffin's obviously picked up and he's dropping stuff back now. If I click on him in his inventory, you see he's got 5 there. He will run all the way over to here. And Griffin will run through there. Let's speed up a bit, shall we? Now his has gone, and that's gone up to 40. Now he's just going to go back and mine some more and take it back when he's done. So that's the part. And the great thing is then Mitsubishi Shogun can go here, pick up a few of these and sell them. Now the nice thing, because we're close there, is there is a little bit where there's a distance that you can be to sell stuff. So you can actually put people there and send one person out, and you can easily just move each one in. But that's where we are at the moment. So our main thing is we want to try to get these beds sorted, and also get some of the training dummies and stuff ready for members to start practicing their skills. Unfortunately, we need to go back out and maybe get some extra stuff like armor for some members. But people like Portia here, she's probably going to end up staying, because she's more of a medic, I think she is, isn't she? No, she's a science. She's got good at science and she's good at athletics and labouring, but she's not too brilliant at anything else. So what we're going to do with Portia is keep her at the area and have her as a general labourer worker sort of thing. So that's how it works. So only some members will be put into like a warrior caste sort of thing. The ones that go out and do all the heavy smacking, really. But that's about it so far, and we'll get on once we've made some extra progress. So we've managed to do some extra stuff, which is including the building material storage, iron plate storage, and a general storage box. So effectively, now if Mitsubishi has too much to play with, we can open up the general storage box, and for instance, we can pop that in there and those in there. So that gives him more stuff to do. Now the other thing is we've got this random furniture here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that. I think you right click to learn the tech. So we've just researched complete random furniture. So if I go into here now, I believe, is it in the buildings or interior? Yeah. So now we've got carpet, dusty rug, display stand, interior wall, support beam, stuff like that. They're effectively they're bits and pieces for people to make the place look nice, if that's what you want to do. So an interior wall, for instance, is that, or a metal one. Got the locksmith training box, like a rusty sink if we need it, and support beams. Just, I mean, these are literally just there as aesthetics, really, more than anything. So there you go. But we do now have these storage boxes for our plates, our building materials, and our general storage, which is going to be cool. Okay, so Toyota's now healed totally, and she's just done a few bits of moving of stuff. And as you may see, the storage for the raw iron and copper is empty, but down here we've got 16,000 cats. I think Hobbs and Volkswagen are going to be putting some more in the copper section in a second. There you go. So we're just building up money and practicing on our weapons. At the top here, we've got Kang and Mitsubishi Shogun. I think we're going to bring Toyota up there. So not a lot being done today right now, but we are just building up our characters and just building up our money and other things, just to make sure that we're getting ourselves into a position where we can look after ourselves when we start exploring out and adventuring outside the confines of the hub. As they don't seem to be doing that much, I know that Nissan is actually quite good at fighting, but she hasn't really had any hordes to do that. So what I've done is I've given her the job of engineering as well as Porsche Carrera. So they're now just going to be running around, getting all the bits and pieces from the storage and using it to build anything they put down. As you can see here, I've got a weaponsmith, clothing bench, basic medical workbench, which is quite important, and fabric loom that we're working on as well. So those are some of the items that we can make. So this is going to be like an engineering section. It does, by the size of it, mean that I'm probably going to have to maybe build this one up and purchase it and have those as little areas as well. Maybe these I think I won't purchase those just yet because we've got some bed resting there and we need to get our beds sorted first. But these two buildings, we can actually, we've got enough money, yep, buy that one and buy that one, and we can use those as either storage or places to put in items that we can do to build stuff. You know what I mean. Okay, well, we've done some building. We've built up the two areas already with the engineering helps of Nissan and Porsche. We've built some more extra bits and pieces as well. There's also a food area in there now, and I think our guys are trained up. So what we're going to do is we're going to travel over to the tiny settlement or the way station over here to effectively see what we can do about getting cotton and stuff. So We're actually, I'm not too sure if the way station is probably the best place. So, we'll give it a go and see what happens. Okay, I'm at the place, and I've just been asking about ancient textbooks, and I'm been told I'll need to want to ask the machinists about it. Ancient textbooks look like they're ways of improving our technology. But let's actually have some engineering questions. Okay, he's selling books. Okay. It's all going to your help. Right, so show me your goods. Right, we've got cotton, good stuff. Looks like we have wheat straw as well, but that's not going to help us so far. But let me get Kang up first and put all that cotton in there. Let's get as many books as we can. We've already got the random furniture technique. I'm starting to think we're probably going to need electrical components very soon. Okay, so that's us pretty much done in there. But let's have a look in here. We've got 5,000 left. We might be able to sell a couple of things. See if we can. Sleeping bags. Now those will be useful. What's this? Map of the swamps. So we'll definitely take the map of the swamps. We'll take those. Maybe a few more characters, so we can't afford anything else. Right. So there's no point in us looking for anybody else. And so what we're going to do is we're going to head back to the hub and get back. Obviously, I'll come back if we end up getting accosted, but we'll see. So we're back. We've got the cotton in, made some fabrics. I think Kang might have a few more that you might want to drop in here. So we've got some fabrics that we can make. Obviously, we need cotton each time, but at least we can make still make a start on making some beds in at least. But the other thing is, speaking of beds, if I go up to the top floor here, we actually do now have some basic mats or camp beds out. So even though they don't heal as good as the as good as the beds, they're still there for helping us. We now have some of our own beds to go through. So I can now look into the process of purchasing this area for more stuff once we've researched. And speaking of researching, we have Portia is working on a few things. We're trying to get up to tech level 3 now, which will mean increasing the bench and allowing us to research bigger and better items. Okay, I'm just going to send Toyota out to do some scouting, as well as see if she can get some recruits sorted. I'm sending her on her own simply because she's less of a hassle to worry about. In other words, I can control her individually and try to avoid any sort of attacking party. So we'll see where we go from there. Okay, well, I've just happened to pick up a character that seems to have had her horns cut off. Her name is Ruka, but what we shall do is call her Daihatsu. Seem to have my caps lock on. Confirm the two of those together. Now, is that someone I can speak to as well? 6,000 cats. Now, we've had this before, but we're going to hire him. He's a field medic. So he's someone we can use to help make sure everyone's healed. Just trying to think what car we can think of, or name of... Jaguar. There you go. Okay. Now, are there any people upstairs that we can speak to? Let's have a look. Answer to that question is no. Okay, there is another bar in here. See if I can grab some more recruits from this area. I have enough to buy another 6,000 cats. Remember. Right, looks like they're gang member. Who's this guy here? No. Let's just speak to Flick. Let's see what it says. I think he might be offering his mercenary services. Okay. Why not? Now what can we, what kind of, dodge, I've already done dodge. Lotus. Right. What I might do now is I might go back to Mitsubishi. He's building beds at the moment, by the looks of it. And get him. Sell some more ore. Oops, I accidentally got Hobbs there. Now, sell those off first. Mitsubishi. There we go. Right, that now means I can go back to Toyota. And let's have a look upstairs first. There are some people upstairs, so... Already got a field medic, so let's go to this guy here. Okay. So he's not interested. But what we can do, thinking about it, looks like we're going to have to wait till morning anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait till morning, see about getting these guys some leather armor of some sort over here, just to cover them up. And hopefully we'll get ourselves on the way back. I think we're going to have ourselves all warriors here, so they'll need to be trained up. And, well, the field medic's Jaguar, isn't he? So he'll probably do some other stuff instead. Okay, after a bit of wrangling with money and stuff, I think it's time to get the guys back to the hub. Now, unfortunately, I have bought some extra stuff for other people, so some armor's going to be taken back with it, so this has weighed them down. So they may take some time to get there. So we'll give them the time and see where we go from there. Interestingly, over hither, dust bandits and looks like starving people are having a fight. Which is okay, because if they're fighting each other, then we can sneak past. Or maybe not. Okay, looks like we're going to have to fight. Let me get down to... Well, that ain't such a bad thing. Hopefully. No one's dying. Okay, we'll let them bugger off. Once we gain consciousness... we'll have taken some ability to defend ourselves. You have to lose battles to improve your defensive skills. So, lesson learnt. We're just a little bit too slow, but let's put Toyota's up. Get the team to medic. Okay, so Daihatsu. Please, I don't have a med kit. Okay, let me. And Lotus. Oh, Lotus is down now. Okay, I have no real choice now. I'm going to have to bring Mitsubishi to come down here. Who's that? Can I talk to him? Thanks, Paste. I think it's what makes the game interesting is trying to solve the problems of having your people fallen over and try to rescue them and stuff. Just make sure that those aren't. Good. Okay, so now we've got our guys here. Slow ourselves down here. Kane. Okay, so let's take the rest of this group now. And run them back to the hub. Of course, just trying to be careful of any more bandits that might attack us whilst we're slowed down with picking people up and taking them with us. But the closer we get to the hub, the easier it is to rescue people, in truth. Now, if I look at Lotus's stats, yeah. Okay, so which one is it? Is it toughness? I think it's toughness, yeah. Well, we're pretty much home. There's Hobbs and Volkswagen coming down to get some more money for us. This is literally just license to print money, that is. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring one up here. There's some beds here already made, so Mitsubishi, Kang can there, and Lotus, sorry, Daihatsu, sorry, can go there. There, come on. And then Yami arm and rest. So that's the people come back, and we got a few more, even though they've had a bit of a smacking to the head. But we'll sort out jobs shortly. Actually, those jobs will have to wait till next week because we are pretty much at the end of it. Now, quick thing, if you want to help me name our group, as you can see, we've got nameless written here. pop something down in the comment section and let me know what you think we should call the guys. Also, don't forget to subscribe, like, and dislike. But pop something down in the comment section just to let me know what you feel I've done wrong, so I can improve my content for you. There's also all my social media. There's Facebook. There's Twitch. Well, there's Twitter. I also have a Twitch as well if you want to join that. And also have a Patreon if you guys want to help in the thing. Well, help in a little bit of money. And also to see if we can create a Space Engineers multiplayer server. Sounds quite good, eh? Okay, folks. Thanks for the time. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye.